Welcome to the class of English Literature. So today we are going to read poem, a famous piece written by William Wordsworth. So first let me tell you something about William Wordsworth. He's a poet who writes poem mostly based on nature and the love towards the nature. He describes the trees, the birds, the hills, the mountains, any person connected to the nature. Similarly, he has written a poem which was written during the time of French Revolution. When the revolution was being taken place, there were a lot of cruelties done towards the human. There were struggles, there were fights. In short, men was fighting with men. So there was a day when he was sitting by taking a relaxation mode with a tree. He just bent himself to the tree and he had some thoughts which he formed into a poem. So let us study the poem to understand what he wants to convey through nature. First of all, you need to know the rhyming of this poem. So the rhyming scheme is the pattern in which the poem is written. If you see the rhyme, note, thoughts, reclined, mind. So you see the first and third have the same rhyming and the second and fourth have the same rhyming. So if I term first line as A and second as B, so first and third are same, that means if I put it as A, we can also put this as A because the rhyme is same. Note, thoughts. If you see in this para also, link, think. If you see here, boar, flower, right? So that means the rhyming scheme of the poem is A, B, A, B. First and third are similar and second and fourth are similar. Now let us start with the poem. I heard 1,000 blended note while in a grove I sat reclined. So the poet is saying that while I was sitting by taking support of the tree, I heard some blended notes. Now the blended notes is a kind of a music that was produced by the nature or the birds or the air. He could hear some sounds from the nature. In that sweet mood when pleasant thoughts bring sad thoughts to mind. Now have you ever experienced such kind of a nature where there is a very calm wind blowing and you are standing on the terrace, you're just enjoying the area, or there is slight raindrops and you're just sitting quiet and you're having a cup of tea or a cup of coffee. Similarly, he's just sitting quiet and he's doing nothing. He's just observing the things around him. And what he heard some blended notes from the nature. And in that beautiful environment, he had some good thoughts about the nature. But those good thoughts also brought him bad thoughts. Why? Because you know, when you sit quietly, you are enjoying the nature, sometimes you start thinking negative. Sometimes your brain starts functioning in a manner that you recall the bad things that are happening or that have happened with you. So here the poet has negative thoughts. Now as I told you, the time is of French Revolution. So he is just imagining what situation this human has made in the world. The nature is so beautiful, even then we are having these revolutions, even then we are having such problems. So he is having negative and bad thoughts. To her fair works, her is nature. Did nature link the human soul that through me ran? And much it grieved my heart to think what man has made of man. To her fair works. Now he is telling that the work of nature is to connect human soul to the nature. If you go and sit in a park in the evening where there is wind and there are beautiful birds chirping, you will definitely find yourself connected to the nature. You will feel the beauty of nature. You will feel as if something is, someone is talking to you, or you can feel the presence of everything, a tree, a grass, roots, birds and everything. You can relate yourself to the nature. So he is saying that nature has done her work. What was the work of nature? To connect human soul to the nature itself. But humans have separated themselves from the nature. What they're doing? They're cutting off trees, they're making buildings out of them. You see, they are imbalancing the earth. The nature is trying to build a connect between the human soul and nature, and humans are separating. And much it grieved my heart. So the poet is saying that it brings pain in my heart to think what man has done to man, what we people are doing, what is human doing. They are fighting for the same land where everyone is living. We can just live peacefully and calmly, but even then, despite of having such a beautiful nature, human is not concerned about the nature. What they are concerned about is fighting. We should not have peace. We should kill each other. We should show hatred towards each other. So the poet is saying, I am shocked. I am sitting here, I can see how beautiful the nature is, but what are humans doing on the earth? Though primrose tufts in that green bower, primrose tufts are kind of yellow flowers which are present in the bower, like in the leaves of green, like a bucket of green leaves, some yellow flowers are blooming. The periwinkle trailed his wreaths. Periwinkle is again a kind of a blue flower. Now both the kind of flowers, a yellow flower and blue flowers, they are just blossoming and blooming because they don't have to fight. They are connected to nature, so they are blossoming. And it's my faith that every flower enjoys the air it breathes. Now it is a sarcasm towards humans. He is saying, it is my faith that these flowers are actually enjoying the air, because for them the world is peaceful. They are blossoming, then they will have birds, they will have leaves, they will have fellow flowers. So they are just multiplying themselves and they are just making the area look more beautiful. They are living a happy life and they are actually enjoying the air that they are breathing. But the same air they are enjoying is the same air that makes me suffocated. Why? Because of the humans. To see what humans are doing. The birds around me hopped and played. Their thoughts I cannot measure. Now from flowers, his focus has now shifted to the birds. He says that the birds are hopping, jumping and playing. And I cannot understand what is their language because the birds are chirping, so I don't know what they're speaking. But the least motion which they made, it seemed a thrill of pleasure. He is saying, though I cannot understand the language of birds, but I can make from their movements, the way they are moving, like they're hopping, playing, so that shows they are not sad, they are thrilled, they are just enjoying their life. And I am sitting here wondering about the humans and the disastrous effect the humans are doing to the earth. The poet is not able to understand the language because the birds are just playing, moving here and there. But from the movement of birds, the poet can understand that they are happy and excited and thrilled. The budding twigs spread out their fan. Budding twigs are the leaves that are just about to, blossom. So though they are also, the budding twigs are also opening now. They are now becoming bigger, proper leaves, proper stem, proper branches to catch the breezy air. Now when the air will come, they will start moving here and there. So they are also producing themselves. And I must do all I can that there was pleasure there. And he said that the only thing again I can say is that they are also full of pleasure. That is why they are blossoming like these flowers, they are playing like the birds, and now they are extending their leaves and coming up the tree because they are happy, they are doing something productive. From smaller birds, they are growing to a bigger one. But what are humans doing? Making a revolution, fighting for the same land, fighting for the borders. It's very sad. If this belief from heaven be sent, now the poet is saying, is this a message from the nature that humans can connect themselves to nature and they can enjoy like these species which are on the earth only? He said, is this a message that if you connect yourself to the nature, you will never find sadness in your life? If such be nature's holy plan, if this is the plan of nature, that we all should be connected and we can be happy, have I not reason to lament? Lament means grief. So he is saying, I can see that my people are destroying the world and nature's plan is different. So when I know what nature's plan is, and if we all know what is nature's plan, then we will never have a problem. So he's saying, now don't you think that I have a reason to be sad? Because I see people not able to understand the nature's plan. Have I not a reason to lament what man has made of men? He said, how can I be happy? How I can be happy like the flowers? How I can be happy like the birds? How I can be happy like the burning trees? Why? Because he can see what man has done to men. So in this short poem, William Wordsworth was sitting touched with a tree, watching the various elements of the nature, watching them grow, watching them play, watching them blossom, and then realizing if these species can connect themselves to the nature and lead a wonderful life, why can't we? Why can't men? So I hope this poem is clear to you all. If this poem is clear, please go like and subscribe your YouTube channel.